I'm here today to speak about Senator Obenshain's bill, SB 1077. You know, there are approximately 108 languages spoken in my district and 58 languages spoken in my local high school. So many immigrants in my district strive for years to get through the naturalization process to become citizens. And I've cherished the countless stories they've told me about the first time that they actually are able to vote. I see their immense pride and patriotism as they tell these stories. My own father, when he became a citizen, broke down in tears. And I remember going to vote with him the very first time and how much it meant to him. People from around the world yearn to come to the United States for greater opportunity, freedom, and once they become citizens, to have a voice in choosing our leaders. That's the promise of America. SB 1077 does not honor these naturalized citizens, these folks who have worked hard and played by the rules. 1077 would do this. It would authorize the State Board of Elections to enter into an agreement with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to access a federal database for the purpose of verifying citizenship status of everyone who is registered to vote. The only problem, actually there are a few problems with this, is that the same database, which is called the Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlement Program, is not really used or appropriate for the purposes set forth in 1077. One, the saved database Virginia would use is riddled with inaccuracies. Two, the database was never meant to be used this way. Three, it's not a complete list of U.S. citizens. And four, using the saved database system for this purpose could easily deny actual U.S. citizens their right to vote. Here's what the saved database does. DHS operates a SAVE program to verify that a person has immigration status and that the immigration status her documents indicate are accurate, or that the immigration information she's provided is accurate for government benefits or services. Here's the problem. The SAVE program is used for verifying eligibility at the time an application is initially filed. Using SAVE to verify voter registration eligibility is an after-the-fact verification and could easily miss things that happen after the initial application. If a person becomes a citizen later on, the SAVE program may not be updated and show their new status. Let me give you an example. If this bill passes, Virginia would use DMV records to identify registered voters who are non-citizens, who might have been non-citizens when they obtained a driver's license or a state ID, and then match those records against the SAVE database. Here's the problem. Most naturalized citizens typically receive their driver's licenses when they're legal immigrants before becoming naturalized citizens and before registering to vote. If this bill passes, these naturalized citizens would appear to just be legal immigrants in the system. So the system would target and flag them to remove them from the voter rolls. Let me repeat. These U.S. citizens would be incorrectly targeted and flagged for removal from the voter rolls. Colorado and Florida are the two states that first adopted the use of the SAVE database to try and clean up their voter files. In an address to the Heritage Foundation 3 weeks ago, the Lieutenant Governor of Colorado said that Colorado experienced significant problems with the SAVE database. He also said the information in the system is riddled with errors. Here's another problem with the SAVE system. It's based on fees. That means Virginia will have to pay every time it wants to access each individual record. That's going to add up. Finally, even DHS has said that access to the SAVE program for voter registration verification procedures is limited. In a letter from last summer, they said that a state could do this if provided, for each individual, the state was able to supply an alien number or certificate number as it appears on immigration-related documents and a copy of that document. What does this mean? States cannot simply run a SAVE check on all persons on their voter registration rolls without taking a significant amount of time and expense to provide the necessary immigration ID numbers and documents to DHS. The use of SAVE to conduct systematic voter purges places naturalized citizens in a separate disadvantaged class because only naturalized citizens would be flagged for follow-up and removal from the voter rolls. Here's the bottom line. An expensive and inaccurate system that targets naturalized citizens is simply not a system worth pursuing. I hope my colleagues will defeat this bill.